I did bring a test with me today because I think you are maybe exploiting a community for your advantage. I often notice small sounds when others do not. Definitely agree, slightly disagree, definitely disagree.
Sorry, I'm a little slow. Could you just repeat it?
Mikey Musumeci is one of the best grapplers in the sport of Jiu Jitsu. We will look at some of his greatest moments and see if he meets the criteria for autism spectrum disorder. People on the autism spectrum will devote most of their time to a single fixated interest. Here, Mikey talks about drilling the same technique he is working on for up to 12 hours at a time.
So I heard you drill sometimes 12 hours a day.
Yeah, sometimes I'll end up drilling like all day. If I'm studying a move or a position and I want to find an answer for it, like sometimes it takes a long time. The puzzle of it is what makes me so interested in jiu-jitsu.
This plays an enormous part in why he is such a good grappler, but my God, talk about being rigidly obsessive towards a special interest. People on the spectrum will have trouble communicating, either by being nonverbal or having difficulties with reciprocal conversation.
If Mikey interrupts, he has to do a shot
That's a good one.
of tequila.
So where does that come from, though? Because you've been competing your whole entire life.
Even at IBJJF, I've always been like that. Like, I always have to feel like I'm winning. And the only time you'll see me just fight is when I'm ahead on the score and I am free to fight.
Yeah.
Or if I'm losing. And in training, I always just train like that, because I don't care. Like, I'm just free. I don't have to think in my mind, oh, what if I give this scenario where he's going to score?
Gotcha.
Which makes it really difficult to actually win a round with me. But it's annoying because I definitely could have finished a match significantly faster. But I also don't ever explode. Like, I'll never do a submission, like a joint submission in training. Even in competing, I don't like to. Like a Toquinho old school.
Yeah.
I don't have that explosive bridge.
You said that.
I think I got to the point where I'm fully extending the inside heel hook. And I know that if I just explosively bridge, like, his career is kind of in trouble. Like,
yeah. So do you think they should...
So I did 30% extension. I know I put some pressure on his knee. I hurt his knee a little bit. I definitely popped his knee.
Battling something. I mean, you said
I have 3 ulcers.
Yeah, 3 ulcers in your stomach.
I still haven't gone away. Like, I'm still battling that. It's not natural for me, this stress and pressure.
Yeah.
So I always have to like adapt my homeostasis. But it felt like I was like flow rolling. Like, it's like I felt like when I was competing with Ryerson that I was training with a friend that's visiting the gym. And that pisses me off. Then I'm like, I'm a bitch. Fuck.
But this is one thing I will say that I can appreciate that the UFC is giving.
Does this have caffeine in it? Amazing.
Yeah, go ahead. No-gi, they kind of understand what's going on.
They think I'm just hugging a leg. They're like, what the fuck is this?
I know.
It's really gay.
Well, I don't want to say that.
I told Durinho and Cobria, be mean to me.
Yeah. Well, not me, but just...
I need that, though. I'm not... You can't just be like, good job, Mikey. You have to be like, Mikey, what the fuck are you doing? I need that little kid energy, like yelling at your little kid that's like doing something wrong, like that. Yeah. Parts of the limb start falling off.
Technically...
He's trying to break something.
Yeah.
He's trying to choke him, and that could kill him.
Yeah. Essentially, yeah. If I don't...
Obviously, jiu-jitsu people, we're like, no, the arm's not going to come off.
Exactly.
It can be examples like interrupting out of place, long-winded monologues on a given subject, or a processing delay in response to a question.
Could you just repeat it?
A person with autism will often struggle with emotional processing. Here, Mikey is extremely upset by the disrespect he encountered by fellow grappler Gio Martinez.
I've been such a fan of Gio, watching him no-gi for so many years. I'm so disappointed in the behavior he had with me on the mat. What a low-class person, like horrible. These values you learn as a black belt, like what is that? Before the fight, he made fun of me for speaking Portuguese. Like, I learned Portuguese from doing jiu-jitsu my whole life, and he makes fun of me that I'm like being Brazilian, like showing respect to another culture. You know, like, I can't believe this guy is a black belt, you know?
Strong words, Mikey.
I don't care what skill you have in jiu-jitsu. If you carry yourself like that, you shouldn't be a black belt in jiu-jitsu.
Finished.
I wasn't talking at all. He was just talking crap the whole freaking fight, like, so amateur.
And what happened after the match there at the end? When you guys did during the hand raise, I could see that you were a little unhappy.
I said to him, do you think I care about winning this match? I don't care about that at all. We're setting an example for the next generation, you know? That's ridiculous how he's behaving.
Many people on the autism spectrum have encountered being bullied at various stages of life. This can lead to an overreactive response to perceived bullying tactics. Mikey demonstrated this kind of response when he adamantly called out Sneeko.
And there's this guy named Sneeko making fun of me, making fun of my friend, making fun of jiu-jitsu. He calls himself a boxer. I'm a jiu-jitsu guy. Let's have an MMA fight. I challenge Sneeko to an MMA fight. I'm going to shut his mouth, and I'm going to take the bully's lunch money.
It is possible he is reliving a past experience when he threatened to, quote, take the bully's lunch money, end quote. Persons with autism will often have very strict and rigid dietary routines. Mikey describes his unique culinary preferences, eating only pizza and pasta and only one time per day.
You're famous for eating pasta and homemade pizza and only eating once a day.
Every night I eat like this. I've been cutting weight and dieting my whole life, right?
Right.
And you almost develop an eating disorder from always dieting and cutting weight for so many years of your life, right? All that time, it just messes up your brain where you never feel like you're satisfied and you never full, you know? So that part of your brain that says, oh, you're full, stop eating, I stopped having. What I started doing was intermittent fasting. So I would just not eat during the day. So I would just eat at night. But I started just eating the foods I love. I'm Italian, so I grew up just eating pizza and pasta. So how I see it is I have to earn the food at night. So training all day is like me working for the food at night, you know?
Right.
Like how people used to hunt and gather for food. Mm-hmm. And my best performance in Gi Worlds was in December. I had my best performance ever, and it was on that diet. And I made 125 easy.
Most people look at you, like I've seen pictures of you without your shirt on. You're so ripped. No, most people don't believe that that's possible if you're just eating pizza and pasta.
Yeah. Well, I train all day, every second, you know. So if you're fasting for 24 hours and you just train every second, like your body just burns all the fat on it, right?
And that's just your daily routine.
Every day, you know. And I enjoy cooking pizza. So after training, I'll start making the dough and
Right. And how many pizzas do you eat a night?
one big pizza like that fits in the pizza oven, you know, and about half a pound to a pound of pasta and a pint of acai.
Wow.
I once calculated it. It was like 7,000 calories. I feel the best when I'm doing this. Like I feel like most energy, like cleaner. I don't understand how, but it works.
He says this is because of his Italian heritage, but it could also be a sensory issue. Most of the autistic people I know survive on a diet entirely of either pasta or McDonald's chicken nuggets. I personally prefer the latter, but I am not one to judge. A high-functioning person who is on the spectrum, though peculiar, are often exceptionally gifted when it comes to learning subjects like mathematics or languages. This could be because of how observant they are, combined with the pedantic conformity to both logic and grammar structure.
So you speak Portuguese,
Yes.
right? fluent, right?
Yeah, fluent. I taught myself
Yeah.
Portuguese.
How'd you do that?
I just used Google Translate for so many years that I learned Portuguese that way. No one ever
on.
taught me.
No way.
Yeah,
Really?
using Google Translate.
That's insane.
And then Brazilians always correcting me when I made mistakes. I would just talk in Portuguese on my phone like all day with Brazilians. I would, for fun, try to pretend I was Brazilian at like tournaments, like with the refs. It would help if you're Brazilian with the refs, right?
Wow. No formal training.
No formal training.
That's very impressive.
Yeah.
It's like a poetic, flowing language.
It's more emotional. Like I feel like in Portuguese, I'm almost a different person than in English.
Ah, yeah.
I'm more like confrontational in Portuguese. I'm a whole different personality. It's
That's
weird.
hilarious. Wow.
All in all, I do not know how autistic Mikey Musumeci is, as I am not a trained professional. However, many of those who are on the spectrum know more about the condition than said professionals. This is likely due to their obsessive research into the subject due to attempting to understand themselves better. Let me know in the comments if you think Mikey is autistic, and be sure to like and subscribe for more autistic martial arts breakdowns.